Alright, so I am now trying this on take 2. Unfortunately, the snow is causing a lot of computer issues, so hopefully this works. Uh, After we've been practicing with our lovely asymptotes, we need to be able to actually graph. So, to start ourselves off, we're going to say, okay, I need to graph. So I'm going to start off with some lovely function. I have f of x equals 3 to the x plus 2. That's 3 to the x. It's kind of harder to read since kind of got covered there, but 3 to the x plus 2. You might be saying, well, I'm willing to bet I know why he circled that 2. That is our asymptote. All right? Remember, we write them as y equals. So we have y equals 2. You guys don't get to see the lovely video where I basically drew in my own grid. I think I've just about ran out of copies of these. So also a nice four grid coordinate, lovely graph that looks like this. That'll also work as well. So where you just kind of put in your marks, and the only reason I avoid using that type is that this area down here would be completely wasted. So we have ourselves a coordinate plane here, and in this case, we'll look and say, alright, I can actually make my axis go along the bottom. Almost always you want something to go along the bottom here anyway, either your x-axis or your asymptote. In this case, it's going to be the x-axis, because the asymptote has to be 2 above the axis. So, if this x-axis is y equals 0, then we go up 2. And in this space, that's where I will put in my y equals 2 asymptote. So there's that. And then we'll just go right up through this middle section here, and we'll say there is the y-axis. And isn't that lovely? Okay. From here, we know that we should get a rough thing that basically kind of goes like this. Stays above the asymptote and curves very quickly as it gets up here. And so that's what we are expecting to see. If we get values that kind of deviate from that, then we'll know that we've had a problem. With that, now let's just basically figure out our set of values. Say f of 3 to stop at f of negative 1. I've had it pointed out to me that if I keep going lower after about f of negative 1, clear down to like negative 3, negative 4, I'm kind of wasting a little bit of space because it gets redundant. It just keeps getting really close to the asymptote. It gets harder to figure. So I'll start off 3 to the 3. That's going to be 27 plus 2 is 29. Very large. F of 2, that's 3 squared. 3 times 3 is 9. And then plus 2, that's going to give me 11. F of 1, that's 3 to the 1 power, which gives me 3. Plus 2 is 5. F of 0, 3 to the 0 power, plus 2, it's going to be 1 plus 2, which is 3. And then f of negative 1, that is 1/3 plus 2, so that's 2 and 1/3. So, sorry, I just realized, not quite on the screen there. Just a friendly reminder, the way that we find these type of things, for f of 2, that's just 2, or 3 to the 2 power plus 2. 3 squared, that's 9, plus 2. That's how we got 11. That's how we've been finding these values. Alright, now we'll go ahead and just kind of estimate where we're going to put these. Let's see, so if I go over 3 and up 29, way up here, kind of off the graph. So, not much I can do there. The second one, f of 2, I get a positive 11. It's about 3 up off the graph, so go up to about here-ish. F of 1, now that one I can put, because there I'll have f of 1, that is equal to 5, so there's 2 and 3, 4, 5. Count from the very bottom for my x-axis. Go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that'll give me my first point. Then I have f of 0 is 3, so right here on my y-axis, I'll go up 1, 2, 3. And then for f of -1, I'll get 2 1/3. So I go up 2, and then I go just a little bit above the line. And then we know it's going to just sit there and get really awkwardly, uncomfortably close to the asymptote. And after that, it curves very sharply. And there we go. There's our practice with graphing. There's a kind of a quick review on how we do that. And with that, there will be an assignment. So hopefully you all enjoy that. All right, hope you're having a great day. Bye.